I'm going to show you my attempt to take to pull the Nike STR8-Fit adapter off of a shaft. I saw a guy who did it on YouTube. He really didn't have any tools, so he had a little bit of a tough time getting it smoothly. The first thing you need to do is mark the neutral position with a marker in line with the arrow. You want to try to save the ferrule because it's got this cool yellow arrow and left and right marked on there, etc. I tried a little heat with a blow dryer and a screwdriver to just pull this down. I made some little nicks in the bottom of the ferrule, nothing bad, but I decided to do it a little different, and I heated some water in a cup in a microwave. I actually measured the temperature. It was 170 degrees, and stuck this into the water just for about a count of 4 or 5, not that long. You don't want this to get all mushy. You just want it to expand. Then I took a putty knife and I just stuck it in and basically just pulled a couple times, and all of a sudden I got one quick pull. I made a little mark on the shaft. It's no big deal. And just pulled it down there. Now I'll be able to get my puller jaws on there, and the rest of it's going to be a very conventional pull as far as I can tell. It's not going to take much heat, I don't think, because it's a small piece of metal, and I'll take a shot of that after I get set up. Well, we had an unfortunate occurrence in making the little movie here. The camera turned off on me and didn't get to see the pull. It went perfect. I used a propane torch on low heat. I had the flame turned down to about a ½ an inch on the inner cone, and I made, usually what I do is 5 seconds on all 4 positions, 90 degrees around. Then I wait about 20 seconds, and then I push with the pusher or puller, and then if that doesn't work, that's how I do a tie driver head. Then I do it again, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, wait 20 seconds, then apply a little pressure. The second time it popped right off. You'd have to make sure you have a fairly tight collar because that's a pretty small, whatever you'd call it, on the collar, I guess, on the adapter. But mine fit very snug, and so it was perfect. Then you just have to clean that out. The guy who did it with no tools didn't clean it out, but use a rifle brush, use a chainsaw sharpening bit in a Dremel tool, some sandpaper, whatever you can do, and clean that out nice and smooth. It's a 335 shaft, so that's what I want. I'm going to heat the ferrule with a blow dryer, heat gun. It's not even going to have to be that warm, and I can probably just slide it off by hand, or I can use the pusher again, reposition the shaft, and once it's warm I probably just push it right off and it'll be good as new. That should be it. Ready to put back on and reshaft. Actually, I wanted to go ahead and catch this. I didn't even put any heat on it. I just positioned it, and I'm just turning this with my fingers, and it's coming right off. So we are good to go. And there it is, only slightly the worse for wear from me trying to pry on it before I had it warm enough. Like I said, it's soft plastic. You're going to have to take a chance. You want it fairly warm, 150 degrees, water or whatever, 170 like I did, but you don't want to make the thing so soft it just falls apart when you try to move it. I guess a little last tidbit here. There's a notch. I don't really see that there's a locating thing. Yeah, I guess there is on the ferrule. So it is going to sit correctly with the arrow oriented correctly. And it snaps on. If I can get it right. I didn't quite get it. But anyway, it snaps on. So my intention is, when reshafting, is go ahead and heat this, slide it up out of the way again, and then do the install, let it dry, clean and dry and everything, and then snap it back in place. That way, no glue to contend with if I want to do it again. Possible there was some glue inside of it. I can't really tell, but if it comes loose and it needs something, I can always put it in, but that's the way I'm going to do it. I don't want to. You could snap it together right from the get-go and epoxy everything and put it together, and you'd be sure everything's going to be right, but then you're going to have epoxy inside the ferrule and everything, and make it a little tougher to do this next time. So I'll probably reshaft the thing a bunch of times the way I am, so I want to keep trying to use it.